going on? What's going on? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tay, and today it is thrifting day. Today we're gonna go to Goodwill, and then after Goodwill, I may go to Salvation Army. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go to Salvation Army. So that's the plans for the day. So let's go ahead and go to Goodwill, see what we can find, and then Salvation Army.
Welcome to Goodwill. We know the routine by now. Coming to the board games immediately. And then this board game really wasn't worth anything. None of them were really. So decided to skip that and go to the electronics section. And this is where we came across this Fisher Price item. These Fisher Price fun to learns are worth money. So anytime you see those, go ahead and grab those as I add that to my pile. Going back through the electronics section, you find this camera. Really wasn't worth too much. I did set it to the side and I did check comps on it. Really wasn't my cup of tea, but you see I'm surrounded by all of this gold. This Verifone right here, this is definitely worth a few dollars. Wasn't quite sure of the comps, but after we looked it up, we know it was going to go in the pile, as well as this phone. Phone sets normally do good for me. Just depends on which brand it is. Panasonic's definitely do good, especially this 3 phone set. And for $3, you can't beat that. Then, of course, we have items that looks brand new and sealed, but really aren't worth any money, like this pocket football. This game really wasn't worth my cup of tea. I could have got it for personal use, but nah, this wasn't really a personal trip at the moment. A few more items like this VTech phone, definitely pass on that. And then we see this Leapfrog rechargeable system. When I was with Blake Noblock, he told me that Leapfrogs are very, very good, especially if you get ungated on Amazon. But I'm going to put this up on eBay. Seems like it's doing pretty good there as we continue looking and we find more profits. Now, this Master AM transmitter, I'm not quite sure the profits on this item. When I first picked it up initially, I just grabbed it just because it was an old school AM FM transmitter, and you can never really go wrong with those. It's like one of those old school items that you just know you need to have. Then we go look around at some more items and we pull up our trusty eBay app, because I always want to pull up the eBay app in every single video, make sure that we type in the item, find out what it is, and then after the item gets pulled up, we want to make sure that we are checking those sold comps. Sold comps are always important, because normal comps are okay, but you really can't get a true tale of the story unless you're checking sold comps. So now that we check those sold comps and we know this item is a no-go, let's go ahead and move on to the next item. Now, this item right here, this Disney Home Circle, I knew it was a home run as soon as I saw it, but something told me to open the box. I opened the box, and inside, what do we have? Nothing but the cord. So Goodwill will trick you just like the bin sometimes, and items won't be where they're supposed to be. And then next to it, we have this clock that spins around. I don't know, maybe I should have looked in more detail, but I was just so upset about the Disney Home. Then we're gonna have this Plantronics. I've actually sold this before and I've sent it to Amazon, but eBay comps don't look that good, so I just went ahead and just passed on it today. As I continue my wild hunt for profits, just a little friendly reminder, if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying this content so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, especially if you enjoy thrifting content like this, because I go to all different kinds of thrift stores and always trying to be on the lookout for those profits, because that's the name of the game, especially when you're trying to be a full-time reseller, because I don't want no job. And notice as I look at the mugs for the first time, I kind of browsed the mugs and I really didn't like take a deep dive. I happened to walk away and go check out like the clubs, because I wanted to remind myself that I have to check out golf clubs, but the shake weight distracted me. But end up looking at some golf clubs and coming to find out with the golf clubs, I don't know anything about golf clubs. I did take about a good 7 minutes to look up comps, especially with this Titleist or Titleist, wherever you pronounce it, and the other golf club. I didn't really find nothing that made me want to say, yeah, I want to get it. And also the golf clubs were fairly expensive at this Goodwill, so that's why I left them. But then we go roam some clothes, and we know I'm not buying no clothes. I just go through it to make it look like I'm doing something. And then I walked past the shoes earlier, and there weren't some of these shoes here. So something caught my eye, like these Nikes. So I immediately scooped those up. They look like they're in very good condition. I grabbed both of them. You see the bottom of them look good. You see the comps look good. So for me, I'm going to take them to my handy dandy pile because I did not have a cart at this time. Yes, I said cart, not buggy, just to please you guys. And then I found these Jordans on my way back with the buggy. I thought I did it. I thought I can say I officially joined the big leads. Let me go back, grab all the items and place them back in my buggy because I was walking around with everything in my hand. So let me get the Jordans back out, pull out my handy dandy phone, check the sold comps, and oh my God, nothing but disappointment. These Jordans cost $10 in the store and the comps weren't that great. So had to put them back, continued looking for more shoes, looking for more profits because the Jordans just blew me. They blew my whole high. I thought I was about to walk out the store bragging because I found a pair of Jordans and then forget about it. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out these raggedy Nikes that I throw back. And then we can see these boots that the comps were a little bit too high. Then I remembered coffee mugs. I didn't really look at all the coffee mugs like I normally do, picking them up piece by piece. So that's why I went back to the coffee mugs to do. And luckily I did because I found the Snickers coffee mug as well as some other nice, cool looking coffee mugs. Don't be scared to go to the coffee mugs and find some profits. They're very cheap and you can sell them for anywhere between like 10 and maybe $50 if you could find a really good coffee mug. And you can see this Paris coffee mug that I have regrets that I did not buy. Maybe because this nurse called the shots distracted me and I didn't buy that one either. There was a few coffee mugs that, thinking back, I need to go back to Goodwill to see if they're there, and I will. But this perfect coffee mug caught my eye, so I wanted to grab it and see what it was looking like on the comps end. And you can see it's a 1992 coffee mug and not too bad. So decided to went ahead and grab it. And then I always go look at glass just to see if I see any name brand wear, but I don't. I just see some nice looking glass with low prices that I still don't know anything about, but I will. I'm going to have a piece one day where I'm talking about golf clubs and glass and pots and pans, the three categories that I don't know much about that I'm learning. And these plates that you see me combing through right now, I did look up comps. They were only going from anywhere between $4 and like around 10. Not even worth my time going through all of the plates like I did. Now that I got my items, let's go ahead and head on out.
Yeah, nice and windy. Nice trip to Goodwill. How come every time I turn the camera on, my mask drops? It's like jinxing me or something. But yeah, go to the house, go over go to the house and go over all the items that I got in my bin. Well, I guess I'm not coming to Salvation Army because they are closed at the moment. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Or no, it's not. We got to go home and go over all the items that we found. So let's go home and go over all the items that we found, and then we can call it a video. And then there's a cop in the parking lot. Say hi to the cop. Anyways, it's like a bunch of cops this week for some reason. Anyways, go to the house, go over all the items that we found, and call it a video. Okay guys, here at the house, let's go ahead and go over all the items that we grabbed. I was gonna do it outside, but the weather is not that good. It's really windy. So let's go ahead and go over all the items. First thing I grabbed was this $4 item. This is a Farewell to Fat from Richard Simmons. This item selling for like around $19. There are really no recent sold comps. I grabbed it anyway just because nostalgia purposes, and maybe one day it'll be worth some money. And then also, there's a $100 free cruise ticket in here, so hopefully that's still valid. And then the next item we're gonna have is gonna be this Fisher Price, what is this? A Fun to Learn, and it still works. Tested it out before I even left Goodwill. See, works. Hippity-kippity, whatever you just said. Now let's go ahead and turn them off. This is used, obviously. Used sale comps are selling anywhere between like $20, $25, and $37 or something like that. Paid $2 for it, so there's gonna be some nice profit on that item. And then we're gonna have this Leapfrog that I found, a Leapfrog rechargeable system. It looked like it was kind of new, and it's $5. You see it sells for retail like around $34 back in the day, but it's selling for like around $25 if it's used or something like that. So then we found this complete phone system for $4. I thought the color of the day was that color, but it wasn't. It's not. That's not purple. It's pink. Yeah, it looks purplish to me, but I mean, it looks pink too, to be honest. But anyways, paid $4 for the phone. Comps are like around $30 plus for used items. Then we found this book safe. I can send this into Amazon. I paid $5 for it. I think I'm only gonna profit, my profit was $16 on Amazon. So that's me profiting $6. But I need to get more items into Amazon. So yeah, that's the main reason I purchased that. Plus it's a Bible safe. Then I found some shoes for $10. These Nikes, these Dual Fusion Run 2s, they're in pretty good shape. That's the main reason I bought them. And I seen somebody sell some recently, and why not? I think I can at least double my money a little bit. So that's why I bought that item. And then we're gonna find this Nova Encompass, whatever you wanna say. This Verifone, this is a little scanner for your credit cards and everything like that. Comps are going for like around $25 plus on that item. Then we found this Master Sports AM FM receiver. Didn't even check comps, only paid $3 for it. Don't ask me why I didn't check comps, because I'll say maybe I can use it one day. And we found the Snickers mug. We seen this mug, it's selling for like around, I wanna say like 12 bucks or something like that. And then I did find one more mug, this Perfect Coffee. This brand is old. This cup is from 1992, so vintage now. God, I'm getting old. And it's selling for like around $10. Only paid $1 for the mug, so I should profit like around $8 on that mug and maybe 10, 15 on this mug. And that's all the items that we grabbed. Sorry we couldn't go to Salvation Army and get more profits, but hey, this is pretty good. It wasn't too shabby. Spent what, $37, $7 or something like that. And I should profit that back well over times 3 or 4 of my money. So yeah, I should profit well over about $100 something on today. Nice little quick trip. Probably spent about 1 hour and 15 minutes in that Goodwill. So yeah, that's it. That's it for Goodwill. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey as I always go sourcing and finding the profits and more of the profits. Hopefully you run across one of these items that you could turn into profits for yourself. And that's it, guys. This video is over with. Make sure that you bless somebody today, because I promise you I'm going to bless somebody tomorrow. At this point in time, your boy Tay is out.